Good morning, y'all. We debarked today. That's our. We are going to explore the islands today. This is the third stop for our cruise. The first two stops were they're okay, but we wanted to get a hang of the cruise before we made a video today to show our honest opinion of the cruise. We had a great time last night for New Year's Eve party. It was great, phenomenal. But today, we're going to see what happens. So come along with us and see what happens. So we are at one of the souvenir shops, just looking around. Like, I like that. Nice. $25 though. It's a little expensive, y'all. That's crazy. That's like really, really crazy. You want a magnet? Or a keychain? Ooh, dolphin. Shot glasses. Mugs with spoons. Or yours truly. See where Josh is. Can't find him. You're looking for a shirt, I know that. Oh, there he is. Finding a shirt. $70, y'all. Jesus. Uh-huh.
I get blue. Like
$70. I think in America we don't realize how lucky we are, right?
right.
He's just saying that because, like, look at all the dirt and the garbage and the poor puppies. His name is Richard. He's got an owner, Butcher. Aww. His name is Butcher. But you can see its ribs though. Good friend. So sad. Hopefully it's been taken care of, but I just like the fact that you can see dogs' ribs here. It's so sad. But we're not here for negativity though. Look at that Hyundai, or no, Toyota bus van thing. Then you got this, the Mini Cooper. Alright, look and see what other things to do on the cruise.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure we're at a what time is it the board?
Is it 4 o'clock or 4:30?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
We are on deck 8, and we are in the Central Park kind of area. So the heart of the cruise ship. You got all the elevators. You can see the decks. This is more or less, well, as it says, Central Park. So it opens slowly. It looks like Central Park, y'all. Up there you got more decks. You got restaurants. More restaurants. And of course, the favorite, all the bars. You got all live, like real live life plants. I mean, look at that, that's so cool. So if y'all are looking for, a different cruise to go on, this is definitely the one to go on. This year / 2025 is the first year that this cruise has been on, going. It's the first new year that this cruise has been on. So it is very different, very cool. Everyone, so far it seems like everyone likes it a lot. I mean, you got trees in the middle of the ocean. Where else do you get that? Look at this. This is well worth it, y'all. I mean, so this is one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive cruise you can go on. It's, with drink packages and everything else, you're looking at close to $9,000-$10,000. That's, of course, that's with 2 people. You get jewelry stores here. I mean, it's just, for what it is, you get a lot. I will be honest, the food is not that great. It's just not that great. I mean, it's good, but it's not like, oh my God, good. So that is the one thing I do not like about this cruise. And the fact that if you want to do anything, you have to have reservations. That's just, you have to have it. If you don't have reservations, then you're kind of, SOL. And for that, I don't like either. You pay all this money to go on a cruise, but you gotta pay more. And I don't like that. But those are the 2 main things that I do not like. Is I don't like the food is not that great. And I don't like that you gotta pay for everything to do, Obviously there are things included, but if you wanna play bingo, you gotta pay for bingo cards. If you wanna do ice skating, you gotta pay for ice skating. I mean, there's just a lot that you need to pay for. So we are on deck 8 now. We are gonna go to deck 5. So it is really cool. I'm gonna show you guys how you guys use to go to the elevators. So the one thing that's different here than a lot of places, most places have a keypad here for, where you go up and down. But on this cruise, you have, you click the floor. Now I'm going on deck 5, which we're on deck 8, so it has it lit up. I'll put my foot right there and keep it going. This is, like I said, we are on level 8, deck 8. Now we're going to level 5, deck 5. And I like it there that tells you, what day of the week it is. So now we are on deck 5. So you have the theater here, which is called the Royal Theater. It is closed right now because they're probably, practicing for another show. You do have a map here where it shows everything. It shows like where you're at. Front of the boat, you got the Royal Theater, which is what we just looked at. You got the fitness center. You got, dining room, which is in the back. We will work our way towards that. This is like the broad map of where pretty much everything is. So you have one of the piano bars is right here, which is very, very cool. We went here last night. It was very fun. You have another store here. I call this the knockoff of Bath and Body Works. So if you like to be all smelling good and glamorous, that's the place to go. I highly recommend it. They have Chanel, Prada, all that stuff in here. And then you got one of, I think, like 5 jewelry stores, which is right here. They are very nice. If you like pizza, they have a pizza place. It's open till like, I think, like 3 a.m. It is really good food. And that's about it. Like for the food, like for me, I like the pizza, and that's literally about it. If you're bougie, like I am, and you like high end, like I do, this is the other place to go, is right here. Louis Vuitton. That is the place. They have all this Louis Vuitton, like that bag. I love all Louis Vuitton. You got Chanel in there. You don't have Hermes, but you do have other stuff in there, which is really nice. You have all these little tag sales. Oh, this is a good song. You got Starbucks here. You gotta love the Starbucks. You got another store over here. You got the puppy. And if anyone wants a model of, the shit that you're on, this is, I would highly recommend. It tells you all the details. So it'll tell you, how many are on board, all that. I mean, you guys can click and pause and read that. But, you have the little store here. So everything that you could literally want for souvenirs, you have it right here. I'm gonna get me this sweatshirt here. I like that sweatshirt right there. You got little lanyards and little souvenir things to put like your quarters and change in. There's yours truly. I mean, it's just very cool how they have it laid out here. Like, you forget that you're on board a ship in the middle of the ocean. So we're gonna go out on the deck for a second and show you guys what it looks like outside. So you guys have a race, like a little track here where you can race or jog or whatever, which is very cool. There's the beautiful ocean. So y'all can see, we are in the middle of nowhere. You can't see anything around. You have this guardrail here, to keep from falling over. This is more of leisurely, where people can, just sit and relax, read a book.
I love that person.
didn't really want to distract them or bother them. So of course, you know, for emergencies, when all shit goes to hell, you have lifeboats here, which is good to know that you are safe. And this strike goes all around the ship. So it's not just this little section, like it goes all the way down. So this is me and Josh's first time on this ship. Last year we were on Carnival, and we were on the Jubilee, which I'm pretty sure was the biggest ship for Carnival at the time, I think. Not sure. Not really a fan of Carnival, but I will say the food at Carnival was amazing. Like I said, the food here on Royal is not that great. That I'd have to give that, you know, score out of 10. I give the food here on Royal probably a 7 out of 10. It's for the price, it's just not that great. Entertainment, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's also not that great because you do have to pay for everything. I don't like that you got to pay for everything. So you do have you do have a gym here, which is very nice. People can weight lift, do Pilates, or however the hell you say that, do yoga. Definitely very cool. Sorry for the wind. That's like a wind tunnel right there. I want to see if we can find a way inside. So, look. Just look at all that. Just nothing in sight. Very, very cool. You got more lifeboats over here, which is definitely good to know. It even says, you know, lifeboat. See if we can't work our way inside here. If anyone knows how these work, you know, like, because I know from like Titanic, you know, they the lifeboats swing inward and people get on, then they swing outward and lower down. But I don't understand. If anyone can tell me, how do you get onto these? Because obviously, I mean, you know, I'm 6'7", or sorry, 5'7", almost 6 foot, and I can, you know, touch right here. So if anyone can tell me how you get on one of these, please comment down below on how you get on these lifeboats. So here is a little map of the racetrack. We're right here, so we're back in the front lobby. You got, you know, all the way around. Fitness center is where we were just at. So I like that, you know, because this is from people are from all over the world. It tells you miles and kilometers. So I do like that. That is really cool. So we're gonna go inside now. Maybe. There we go. So quite windy outside. Fitness center tells you where to go. Really cool. And look, there's the Royal Theater. Now we're back to where we started. So, is Royal Caribbean budget friendly? Depends on who you ask. Is it cheaper to save throughout the year for it? 100%. because if you put a little bit of money away every month and then go on like a New Year's cruise like what we do, this is our second year in a row that we've gone on like a New Year's cruise. Totally worth it. So you can save throughout the whole year instead of just coming up with that money right up front, which is just absolutely crazy. I mean, some people can do it. I can't. At least I'm not YouTube famous yet, but I mean, so we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna take a wide view of the whole area. Like you can totally feel the boat moving, back and forth, back and forth. It is very surreal and cool. So here we are. We can see the whole area. You got a band obviously right up there who is playing and singing. They're pretty good. That's my favorite store, the collection, which like I said, has, Gucci and Louis Vuitton. They do not have really much Hermes. I lied earlier, they do have, a few Hermes purses, but, I'm a man, and, well, men do not wear purses, but there's a little bit of Hermes right there. I really wanted to, take a video of us after we've been, on board for a couple days, because, a lot of people, what they do is they will take a video like right as they're boarding. I mean, we have lots of photos that will be, making into a video, but I wanted to get the feel of the ship, get the feel of how everything is, and then post a video. I don't want to just, say, oh my God, this is so great and blah, blah, blah. I wanted to take a video before, but I'm like, everyone does that. So I wanted to take a video after we've been on board. You kind of, change it up a little bit. So, like I said, that's where we're at. Tomorrow is our last full day on board. We will be in Orlando for a day, and then we'll be back in Texas on Monday, Tuesday, something like that. Monday, Tuesday, something like that. But yeah.
Why do you like salt?
So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, y'all. So that was the last of our trip. This was very fun, very educational. We learned a lot, and now we are on our bus now to go to the hotel. So we'll be posting lots of videos and pictures later on in next following days. So keep on watching, y'all. Alright, so our vacation is over. The cruise is over. But hey, you don't know what's going to happen. We're going to see what other vacations we got coming. We've got a trip going to Indiana in like 3.5 weeks. So that will be fun. We are in the lovely state of Florida still. We are flying back to Texas tomorrow morning at like 3 a.m. Ugh. But so today we're just kind of relaxing. We got off this shit this morning, got our luggage, all that stuff. Easy process, a lot easier than going with Carnival, because Carnival was just a nightmare. So that was definitely no fun to deal with. So yeah, I mean, we'll be posting lots of pictures. We already posted obviously a video a couple days prior and talked about the cruise. I got a video doing more of a in-depth tour of the ship, so that will be coming in the next couple days when I get home and get back situated and start editing these videos. I do want to apologize, some of these videos are not the greatest, but I'm not a video editor, so that's why we have someone who does that stuff for us. even though we still need someone. So if you want to be hired to edit our videos, please do it. So if someone wants to, start editing our videos, we are obviously still looking for someone. I'm dabbling in the editing myself. It ain't the greatest, but for what it is, I am trying. So yeah, I mean, we're just hanging out today here in Orlando and just enjoying the day. And then, like I said, tomorrow morning at like 3 a.m. we are going to the airport, and then we are taking off at like 4:15 a.m. So there it is. So like I said, a little bit of an update. Just yeah, I mean, you never know what the adventure will be taking us. You never know where the adventure will be taking you, because you guys are all welcome on our virtual adventures with us. So remember to please go down below, like, share, and subscribe. We really need those subscribers. We are trying to build our following, try to build our family. We have like 35 followers, which is great. You guys are the original OGs. But obviously, we're reaching for more and more and more. The goal is to get 50 subscribers in the next couple of weeks. So we much appreciate you guys. And there it is.